Whoa. Whoa now. Well, it looks like we finally got our alpha. We've got our guidance. We've got quite a lot. I know that if you were in the Twitter spaces like me, you are buzzing with ideas, buzzing with thoughts, and I'm still struggling to understand all of this, but I'm going to give you my initial reactions because I've definitely had a few things just popping in my head all at once. We got to be excited. We got to be excited about this. There's a lot here. It is definitely in line with our expectations. The question is always going to be, can they execute? Is it from a technical standpoint? Is it from an expectation standpoint? Is it from in reality, we have to meet these benchmarks standpoint? But whatever the issue could be, because we're 24 hours removed from the Steph Curry challenge reward simply not being distributed to collectors. So with all of this good news, it does not mean we're out of the woods. The marketplace is still in shambles. We got a lot of work to do, but this is a pretty good start. This is the stuff we like to hear, right? You gotta be excited about. If you're on Top Shot and you've seen this, you got to be excited about this. If you're on Top Shot and you haven't seen this, well, then maybe you're not excited about it. And if you're on Top Shot and you haven't, if you're on Top Shot, you have seen this and you're not excited about it, I don't know what to tell you because there's a lot here and it's all cool. And if this is not exactly what you've been waiting for in a lot of different areas, well, I don't know what you're waiting for. I really don't, because this is very much along the lines of what we're all expecting and hoping for. And there's some stuff that's not on here. I'm going to get into it. We're going to talk and we're going to keep going. So let me just go section by section. It's going to be the easiest way for me to sort of dissect all of this because there's just so much that came out today. In the lead up to my Twitter Spaces AMA today, I wanted to come out with a few important announcements so everyone gets the information at the same time and in one place. Here's a summary picture focused on several key pillars: scarcity, guaranteed rarity packs, products roadmap updates, community rewards, and the Top Shot verse. Let's dive in, shall we? Scarcity on NBA Top Shot. Going forward, common supply will be reduced. 1. Every existing 60K plus circulating count moment in our base set will be made a limited edition moment effectively immediately. 2. For the rest of the season, no new commons will have a mint count exceeding 30K. 3. Rookies who made the Rising Stars roster will be limited to just one base set moment, their Top Shot debuts in Series 3. Okay. Very good. We all like to see this. The supply is not being met with demand. So things like circulating count being closed immediately and no new commons will have a min count exceeding 30K going forward for the rest of the series. Good to hear. Should mean that things are more manageable. Does not mean that that is not more supply. That is still more supply. That is not less supply. That is not immediate. We're going to burn half of these moments. So the marketplace will not immediately reflect the improvement in scarcity. And you have to wonder first and foremost, and I wanted to ask this in the spaces I didn't get the chance. Why did it start out here? What growth projections were they expecting that they did not reach/meet? And what learnings led them to make this shift? Because I get the concept in theory. I just, and we want to see the 10Ks, but, I just want to know what exactly led them to this. Was it the marketplace? Are they not agnostic when it comes to account values? Are they not expecting as much growth as they first were? Is this sort of a concession, or is this just that's what they want, we might as well give it to them. We don't want any more FUD than we absolutely need right now, which I guess in their case would be 0. This is a concession of sorts. Like, hey, we started out with this and we landed on that because this is all we can sustain right now. It's less than 40K. I mean, I don't know how they started with this or why, but this is better. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's not going to be the end all be all. It's by itself, it doesn't mean our account values are going to go back to where they were. But it is something where pack drops now become more sustainable, means there will be less packs. And honestly, it's the only way you can really do it. You got to be able to sell pack. I mean, down the line, if we have 120,000 active users or 160,000 active users, then this will be conservative. Like Jacob kept saying, in Series 10, Series 3 will look more attractive, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So this has to come down to reflect current demand, not a futuristic demand where their growth projections may not be what they ultimately anticipated. And we don't want to see sort of I talked about this with Alan Falcon on that one Roham status. We don't want to see proactive mint rotation. We want to see retroactive mint rotation. In other words, like if it were up to me, I would have said, okay, let's start with the top mint edition being 42K, and then we'll expand it as necessary in future moments. Let's make it be an unlimited, and I'll get to this. This is sort of my we'll call it the fandom base set proposal. And I'm going to make a whole thing about that. That's just me and my idea why base set should look more like Metallic Silver Fandom Edition. I'll explain to you why I think that is. But yeah, this is good, but I would have started with, I mean, it's not as good as we wanted, but I would have started with, say, the top mint is 42K, and I would have said, okay, well, we'll sprinkle around the edges with a 15K LE and a 20K LE and a 10K LE, and then eventually, when demand, necessitates it, we'll go up to 45 as the top mint, or 47 as the top mint, or 49, and we'll scale it based on the percentage of active users that is growing proportional to that growth. So if the percentage of active users goes up 20%, then you can justify a growth in the top mint, also known as the packs, going up at 20%. Now they have to sell in a number of packs to give us the rewards that we want. So that's the paradox. How do they get the revenue that they need while selling the a number of packs that's appropriate for the community we have right now? I don't know. But this is a good start. This is a good start. It's retroactive mint triage, not retroactive mint foresight. You know what I'm saying? Like having the foresight to say we're going to have retroactive mints is better than having the hindsight to be able to say we should have had retroactive mints or we should have minted to this. But it's good. As a reminder, legendary moments in Series 3 are already hard limited to a mint count of 99 per play, as well as fewer than 10,000 individual NFTs per series. This means legendary top shots are extremely rare. Look, this is a switch in the roadmap. I did not think this would come, but this is manageable. It's not like there's no material difference in collector score that makes it harder for people to collect or easier, or a rug pull in terms of people's previous expectations. This is a manageable shift in moments that have not quite come out yet, and it will help with supply. The more there are trade ticket drops, I know the reason they can't do continuous trade ticket drops is that it could have a seriously adverse effect in the supply and make things too prohibitive. Like let's say, there were 2,000, or let's say there were 50,000 Series 1 reserve packs and they each cost, 350 trade tickets. You imagine the effect of that? That would be way too extreme. So there are limits and focuses that need to be applied when it comes to trade ticket and locker room packs, right? You can't just roll them out all at once and say, hey, because there's 26 million moments. They can't all, get taken out of, if there's too much recycling too fast, it could really make people's lives a bit difficult in terms of what they expected and what they need to buy. You got to look at this from the supply side as well, in terms of how to best ensure cheap utility without also making too much volatility in people's lives, so that challenges, for example, are too prohibitive that no one can complete. If this Damian Lillard series Seeing Stars was $86 now, imagine what would happen if there was such a drastic decrease in supply that it went up to 300. People would complain about that too. So you got to look at it from that perspective. Okay, but this we already knew about the legendaries. Guaranteed rarity. Backed by popular demand and here to stay. Packs with guaranteed rarity. These packs are awesome because if you're getting a common, rare, or legendary, but heads up, they can be hard to get. Next week, we'll see a rare pack drop with a priority queue, only available to fans who have built up a significant collector score and or net spend on the marketplace. We'll have several excited and ultra limited rare and legendary drops to rattle up Series 3 that will have collector score gates around the priority queue as well. Eagle-eyed fans will notice a significant marketplace bonus applied to collector score calculations every recent pack drop. Yeah. That's the marketplace spend bonus. High value moments from the marketplace will automatically have higher collector score bonuses. Collector score should reward you for collecting what you love, no matter what it is. Blending rarity packs will remain available, including for trade tickets, with a twist. We are introducing $9 packs that will include 3 guaranteed moments, including a chance of hitting a rare or legendary. These will replace our previous $9 base set packs, which contained 3 guaranteed base set moments and 0 chance of hitting a rare or legendary. So this is maybe the most interesting part, because from what I can tell, what it means is that the new base set pack is a blended pack. Now, what you have to do to accommodate this and this simultaneously is make it so that the number of rares and legendaries in these are much smaller than the blended packs we've seen. But at least now you have a choice, which is just bravo. This is going to introduce value into the marketplace just so fast. I mean, the chance of getting a legendary in the standards, if they're all $9, some will be I don't know if there's a future for elite necessarily, but I like this because you can do 200,000 packs and make the chance of getting a legendary. I mean, they could all be standard as we've come to know them. Could be like 0.03% for a legendary and maybe 1.6 for a rare or something. But even so, if you want to roll the dice on this, you can. And if you don't want to, it's not the only way to get a new cereal, right? Because, I basically went out for each elite pack thinking that if I would lose the opportunity cost of new cereals by not participating, and having new cereals available to me, like a number 1 or a jersey or a last mint, for $19, you kind of have to roll the dice on that, because you'll never get that chance again unless you have to go to the marketplace. And with the funds I have distributed to different places in my NFT collection, that's not necessarily an option, and then by the time you actually get such an opportunity, it might be too late. So the packs are definitely the best opportunity to get new cereals, which I think is always important no matter what the set is. So I always try and get in line for new packs no matter what, because you never know. Once somebody pulled a number 1 Clint Capella from a base set pack. And if it could happen to them, it could happen to any of us with any of these different edition sizes, mints, series, anything like that. So, new packs I've always had as a priority, not financial advice ever, but from the perspective of collecting advice, I always feel like new packs are a real priority. I like this spend bonus as a permanent part of collector score. I think this is what this is saying. This makes I don't know how that affects packs / how this affects whether certain things are gated and whether you can the ability to buy multiple packs. I doubt we're going to have rare multiple pack purchases, so that much is true. I don't know about this, but I like the outline here, right? And it just gives collectors certainty. It gives dedicated collectors certainty, and it gives new collectors certainty. And we want to bring them in and have them have this experience of pulling a rare or legendary. It'll just make them that much more likely to come back and get involved in the process. So this I think is exactly what we were looking for. Exactly, right? New collectors get that experience, albeit scarce, but a certain number of rares and legendaries set aside for new collectors to be able to get in. And then the guarantees for the more dedicated collectors who really want that guarantee. And, there could be gates on whether experienced collectors are past a certain collector score point, or who have purchased a certain number of elite packs are barred from getting these, so that these are mostly set aside for new collectors. There's nothing in here about that. That was just my idea. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Roadmap updates. You've already seen major upgrades to challenges go live, as well as the permanent ability to send any moment NFT to a non-custodial wallet. Coming up soon, we've been working on new features for NBA Top Shot and can't wait to unveil them. Customize your profile. Oh, this is going to be fun. Before the end of April. There's nothing specific in here, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Offers bids alpha. All of this is alpha, isn't it? Offers will add liquidity and price discovery to the marketplace. So essentially, in your inbox, it's going to say, well, not inbox, maybe notifications, or on the moment itself, it'll say, oh, you've received a bid. Somebody will pay you $70 for your Cameron Payne Top Shot debut. You can just click it. Then you get the transfer and they get the moment. Bam. That could be really helpful in making sure people have liquidity to go buy more things and continue the revenue stream, not only for Top Shot, but for ourselves, to be able to mix things up in our collection without having to wait for a marketplace sale. I anticipate a lot of maintenance because this increases the traffic on the blockchain and on the site, I think, significantly. So much so that I think we could run into some serious maintenance roadblocks on account of this. I don't know that it materially adds, just speaking for me, I don't know that this materially adds to my collector experience. I sort of feel like the ice cream truck's outside. It's distracting me. Why is the ice cream truck outside distracting me? Go away. I got to break down. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know that this is in the form of incentivization. I don't know if this is in the form of, I don't know how this best lends itself to the things we've already valued. I don't know. I know it's on OpenSea. I know it could be helpful. I don't know what this is going to look like yet, other than the only thing I can think right now is it could be a traffic / blockchain overload issue. I don't know. But I could see the potential for it. I just don't know. Oh, this is exciting for me as an experienced collector. Probably not so much for new collectors, but crafting challenges. Don't quote us on the name, but this will be a new type of feature in NBA Top Shot where fans permanently lock a number of moments meeting given criteria in exchange for ultra-limited rewards. This feature will result in making some of the most desirable moments on the platform even rarer. Ooh, so right away, out of the gate, I'm thinking, if I get the chance, I'm locking my Hustle and Show Series 3 set. I'm going to lock that. I believe there are more. I think Jacob even said that that's an open set, something about that. But if I get the rest of it, I'm locking it. Lock it down. Now, as for my archive set, for example. Now, as for any common set, really, Fresh Threads, I could see that working for the gift. Just where you're like, I don't have to do anything else with this. I don't really feel like there's going to be a ton more utility for it. Let me just get one of these ultra limited rewards, whatever they are. Now, as for my rare set, if you really think you don't know how long you're going to be on the platform, then permanent is suddenly kind of a reach. Permanent is like, whoa, I'm reminded of something else that is supposedly permanent, but making commitments that are supposedly permanent is a big ask. Something where the rewards have got to be really, really worth it, because permanently is something where you don't want to play with your most valuable assets when it comes to permanently locking them, because you don't know what's going to happen in your life. So you probably know what I'm thinking of when I think about this. This is a big ask. But I'd certainly like to try this and see what the sort of proportion is there, because that could be really fun. Flowcoin support. Ooh, I like this. Within the spring, fans will be able to deposit as well as store their Dapper balance directly in Flow, the native cryptocurrency of the Flow blockchain. There will also be ways for the Dapper community to earn Flow for contributing to the ecosystem. Stay tuned for more. I want Flow. The current ratio of Flow to USD is about 5.87. I looked this up yesterday. This could be fun. To have Flow, to simply write it out as a fungible token. Sure. There's lots of things you could do with this. You could take it out of Flow, bring it back to Top Shot. You could take it out of Top Shot, put it in Strike, whatever. There's a lot of flexibility here, which could be interesting for the marketplace, because it could mean that just like because I didn't unpack this yet, just like the non-custodial update from yesterday, this could mean some support flowing out of, or some marketplace value flowing out of the marketplace. That's a risk they just have to take, because having that advantage, having that ability is just such a boon for the overall place of Top Shot in Web3, that this has to happen, and this also has to happen. It just makes people feel like their needs and wants are more respected and valued. Importantly, we've also greatly improved the payment infrastructure. Yeah, I've done some withdrawals already. I've had to, because I kind of overreached on Top Shot lately. This is good. I've withdrawn, and I gotta say, it's a very fast process. I've gotten my funds back within 3 days now. The addition of the bank account, the Plaid interface where you link to a bank directly to a bank account without the wire transfer issue is really working out well. I've done it a couple of times. It's very fast. Got my funds approved, got them sent back. This has been very, very good. Deposit limits are expanded to $1 million per day. Not going to have to worry about that. Withdrawal limits catching up to $500K per day. Again, same thing. Community rewards. Now, this is my favorite part because I'm just trying to collect. I'm trying to collect and flip and collect some more and flip some more and collect some more. With the ultimate goal of having a super awesome collection. But, for everybody, this should kick in. I would love it to see this kick in for people who are new, intermediate, and advanced. I'd like to see everybody get a little piece of this action, whatever it is, just so long as they don't release packs too quickly, too many of them too quickly, right? Because we want to see some scarcity. We want to see some things left over for flash challenges, and we want to see just some gradual, that's the paradigm. We want it all now, but we can't have it, because if we did, it wouldn't be what we want. It's one of those be careful what you wish for sort of proposals. Anyway, NBA Top Shot is the future of fandom. We have a lot planned for the season and beyond. Access unlocked and tickets. Oh, baby. A large block of tickets for the playoffs this year. Say less, baby. Say less. Now, this is fun for me. And it's also interesting for international collectors because, like international collectors, I do not live in the state where my favorite team plays. So they may have to arrange some plane tickets. I don't know. But suffice it to say, I'm ready for this. And that's right around the corner. That's like a month from now. So I am ready for this. Large block of tickets for the playoffs this year. Say less. That is exactly what we're hoping for. Real life utility is on. Oh, I'm buzzing over this. I'm buzzing. Oh, I want to go to the playoffs. I've never been to the playoffs. No. Have I ever been to? I've never been to a playoff game. I usually can't afford it. This is gonna be good. I'm buzzing. If I can get a Suns ticket or even a Nets or Knicks ticket because I'm in the greater New York area, that would be sick. Oh man, this might be my favorite thing of all because I want to go to games, right? That's why we're all here is the hoops. I want to see hoops. I want to be there for hoops. And this, yeah. And combined with this, ooh, this is not, something they can definitely do, something we're all excited about that we hope our collector score and leaderboard status will contribute to. Team Discord communities. Oh, this is interesting. Starting this week, NBA Legends will be participating in Discord AMAs with fans. Robert Horry will be our first athlete to join us, and more will be announced soon. In addition, each Team Discord channel will nominate team captains to receive a grant from NBA Top Shot during NBA playoffs to organize meetups, giveaways, and more. To join, get your hands on a complete team from any series and then jump into Discord. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Don't nobody get mad if they're not the team captains, all right? But this is cool. Is Robert Horry going to the Spurs Discord? Is he going to the Lakers channel, the Rockets channel, all of them? That would be cool. Probably not, right? But he's got at least. Well, he's got 7 rings, so he's got plenty of Discords to visit, I guess, for all these different things. But really cool. NBA Legends will be participating in Discord AMAs with fans. Definitely want to see that. Definitely want to contribute. Definitely want to ask Big Shot Bob some questions there. I don't know exactly how this works. A grant is cool to organize. This just makes the real life utility like that much more enticing. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Get your hands on a complete team from any series and then jump into Discord. So that includes Series 3, which is very accessible right now. NBA League Pass International first. Oh, I want my League Pass. And I'm willing to wait for it. That's how excited I am. I want my incentivized League Pass. Jane, you mentioned this in that one clip you put up on Twitter, and you said there's no alpha there. And I'm pretty sure the reason you brought it up is because you knew very well that this was coming. And quite frankly, thank you, please. Thank you. This is, I want League Pass. I don't have the funds to shell out for League Pass, but this is absolutely going to be, incentive for people to join and stay. Spend-based rewards. We're working through making special Benefits available exclusively to NBA Top Shot members based on your net spend on the platform with no limit. Ooh. So I could see it as there's like a drop, like, hey, we've got an airdrop for you, and it's this kind of like the Access Unlocked. It'll be like, we have one type of thing to give away, and we're giving it to, a certain number to, like, the odds of you get, maybe not odds. I hope it's guaranteed, but we can give this many away to people whose net spend is above 100K, and we can give this many to people whose net spend is above 20K, and then 10K and 5K and 1K, and maybe odds for $200 or something like that. So it'll be paired based on net spend up, but it'll be like one thing. Hey, we've got this for you. Here's how the distribution is going to work. It's going to be based on net spend going up, which would be, it's fun for me, but it just incentivizes people to continue engaging with the platform, which is what we all want. Top Shot on the road. The kiosk experience you saw at Summer League is not ready for mainstream adoption yet. Take your time, no rush. Top Shot convention. The last time we got together was in New York, but this time we're going to go bigger, bring fans together through what we aim to turn into an annual tradition with player meet and greets, special convention packs, limited edition merch available for trade tickets, and so much more. Hell, I'll fly out for that. I'll fly out. I'll buy a plane ticket. Absolutely. Absolutely. A dunk tank? I heard something about a dunk tank too. Wasn't it have something to do with Alxo? I don't know. Yeah. No, you love to see it. That sounds like fun. If I can make it out, I'll definitely go. And New York would be great because I'm local, but something where, at least hopefully US fans can get there into a relatively accessible location. I don't know. It's hard to do an in real life event for all the collectors, but suffice it to say, we're going to have at least a few. Top Shot ecosystem. Hold on, let me just check time here. We already have a network of awesome apps and communities being built or compatible with NBA Top Shot, including Moment Ranks, Evaluate Market, all the infinite objects, all the usual suspects. We are leaning in to supercharge this momentum. Full-time team led by the former head of product of one of Ethereum's most groundbreaking decentralized apps to support the ecosystem. You gotta love to see that. See, this is a blank check for utility and gamification, but you love to see any sort of gamification in this way. We don't know what this is going to include, but more funding for things that will enhance the experience long term, such as these. So that is really good. In conclusion, there were a couple of things that did not make it onto the blog. Group breaks, I don't know what that is yet. I'll have to get back to you on that. Daniel Green, aka DG Courtroom, mentioned that the idea of full team sets, including legendary moments, that's not necessarily going to be the case going forward. I like that touch, but I was looking forward to sort of moving up to get one of those. I was thinking for the Suns, it's going to be like a Charles Barkley legendary. Is going to be the equivalent of the Vince Carter All-Star Classics, in which case I would have just planned to get that. But if I don't have to, that's good too. All the Raptors fans are like, oh, I don't have to get Vincent T-Mac. Phew, what a relief, because it's too prohibitive. It's way too prohibitive. Or KG, Derrick Rose. Makes the owners of those think, oh, we don't necessarily have a bottleneck, but that I think is the way it should be going forward. And anything else that I heard that wasn't included here. There's just going to be more going forward. I don't have anything in the way of, I'm excited to see all of this happen, and I love to see Top Shot really grabbing the moment, seizing the day. This is definitely an example of that. I'm very excited for all of this. I just want to see it executed. I want to see the devs take center stage so that they can absolutely plan out this and roll it out when it's ready. I want to see delays if that's what's needed. I don't want to see haste. Get excited, but don't get too excited, because this can't all happen overnight. It's going to take months. It's going to take the rest of the year. How much of this is what they were thinking going into the year? A lot of it, because we heard a lot of this before. How much are they changing? That I don't know. To be continued. It's almost going to be a part 2 once we see some of the results. But yeah, it's a big day. Big day for Top Shot. I hope you're all excited for the future, long and short term. Peace.